Today is all about having one-on-ones with your team. Hey everyone, it's Sarah and welcome back to my leadership development video series where we talk about growing both personally and professionally and helping others as well. Today's focus is all on having one-on-ones with the people on your team. So why are one-on-ones so important? It lets you build a relationship with that person. Having a one-on-one gives that person time with you where nobody else is in that meeting. A lot of times we have our big team meeting and we think, hey, I just had my big team meeting. If somebody needed to tell us something, they would have said it in that big meeting. The reality is some people won't tell you something that's super important in a meeting because they're either scared or they're nervous or they're just not real confident yet in where their place is inside of that big group. And so by having a one-on-one with them, it allows you time to understand what's really going on with them. And I think there's a couple key questions that you can ask in your one-on-one. First, how are you doing? So care about them as a person. Then, is there anything that I can help you with? And when you ask that question, that does not mean you take their work from them. It means if they're experiencing a roadblock, you help them figure out how to get rid of the roadblock. Or if it's a roadblock with another manager, you go to bat for them and help them get that figured out and worked on. And then the third question I think you ask is you give them an opportunity to tell you things that maybe they wouldn't be comfortable telling you in a big group. So it's just a matter of paying attention and focusing on them when you're in that conversation. The last tip I have for you within your one-on-one is if there's something that person can really do to help you, ask them to help you. When you do that, it gives them such a feeling of that person values me, that person really thinks that I'm doing a great job and I can help them, and it's almost an honor. Now, you don't want to, every time you have a one-on-one, to give them something else to work on and more, but just having that in the back of your mind, like, hey, I have a small project this person can do for me. I'm going to personally ask for their help instead of just delegating it. Instead of, I'm going to say, hey, would you help me with this? And I think that can go a long way. Now, the last thing about your one-on-ones is that does not excuse in the moment coaching and feedback. So when you do your one-on-ones, you don't hold all that stuff from the whole entire week to talk to them about it. If somebody's doing something that's not quite right and they can tweak it just a little bit, you need to tell them in the moment. The other thing that you need to make sure you're doing, in the moment encouragement. When you see somebody doing something awesome, say, hey, great job. Thank you for doing that. You did a fantastic job on X. You want to let them know that you really do appreciate it and that you notice that they're doing a great job. All right, let me know in the comments, are you doing one-on-ones already with your team? And if you are, how effective do you think those one-on-ones are? I'd love to hear from you.